Rowan. Good morning, Year 4s. Hello. We are now having our second lesson on coordinates. So yesterday we learnt that here is our x-axis and here is our y-axis. Together we call them axes, and that this is our point of origin. And when we are plotting coordinates on a graph, the coordinates of a point on the graph, when we say the coordinates or when we write the coordinates in brackets, we always say the coordinate on the x-axis first. So we need to go along the corridor before we can go up the stairs. So the coordinates of this point are 4, 2. Okay, we won't try another one because you did lots of this yesterday. Now, we are looking today at translations. Now, translations in maths just means moving. So we are looking at moving to different points on the grid. So the blue circle on the robot marks 1 point on the grid. What are the coordinates of this point? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think of them at home. Right, you should have got them by now. The coordinates are 2, 2. Correct, well done. The robot can be moved around the grid by changing its coordinates. The controls below command the robot to move 1 space to the left or to the right, or 1 space up or 1 space down. It says use the controls to move the robot and watch the coordinates change as the robot moves. So if I move the robot up 1 space, the coordinates have changed from 2, 2 to 2, 3. If I move the robot right 3 spaces, you can see that the x coordinate has now changed from a 2 to a 5, but the y coordinate has stayed the same. It is still a 3. What if we wanted the robot to move somewhere on the grid in 1 movement? How would we do that? We need to give a value to the movement of the robot. So just like on a Bee-Bot, when you program in instructions, we need to do the same for the robot. The value can be for any movement. So the number of spaces to move can be for any movement. Left, right, up or down. Right 2 will move the robot 2 places to the right. Left 3 will move the robot 3 places to the left. Up 1. Down 3. So you can see the robot moving. When you slide a single point or a shape that is made of lots of points on a grid in different ways, such as up, down, left or right, it is called a translation, which means a movement. Okay, so click next to watch the robot move. At the minute, our robot is at 0 on the x-axis and 5 on the y-axis. Okay, it has moved across here. It says, notice how the coordinates have changed. We are now on 5, 5. The robot has been through a translation, a movement, but what was it? Place a value in the box next to the correct direction. Right, now I know my robot has moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the right. So Miss Shaw, would you put a 5 in that box? Thank you. My robot has not moved to the left, so we can put a 0 in the left box. My robot has not moved up, so we can put a 0 in that box. And the robot has not moved down, so we can put a 0 in that box. Okay, let's see if we are right. Yes, well done. Click next to watch the robot move. Okay, notice how the coordinates have changed. We have gone from 5, 5 to 5, 2. The robot has been through a translation, but what was it? Well, the robot has moved down 3 places. So, Miss Shaw, could you put a 3 in the down? And let's see if we are right. We are correct. Well done. It has not moved right, left or up. Click next to watch the robot move. Notice how the coordinates have changed. We've gone from 5, 2 to 1, 2. Place a value in the box next to the correct direction. We have moved left and we have moved 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Yes, well done. Identify the translation to get the robot to the tree. So I can see my robot is on 3, 0, and to get to the tree I need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Miss Shaw, could you put a 4 next to the up box? Yes, lovely, well done, thank you Miss Shaw. Now, to get the robot to the boat, we need to go right, and we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Identify the translation to get the robot to the house. It's trying to trick us now by putting a tree in there as well, but we are too clever. We are going to move the robot down 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. And finally, let's move the robot to the swimming pool. I think we need to go left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. A translation can also involve more than one direction. If you look here, here is our boat. We can't get there by just going right, or just going left, or just going up, or just going down. To move the robot to the boat, we need to move in 2 directions. Right 6, down 5. Or down 5 and then right 6. It does not matter which you do. If you go right 6 and then down 5, you will get there. Or if you go down 5 and then right 6, you will still get there. Now, let's move the robot to the house. Again, we need to move in 2 directions. Down 2 and then left 9. Or left 9 and then down 2. Add values to 2 directions to move the robot to the alien. So we can either go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or we could go left 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter, as long as we have an 8 in the left box and a 6 in the up box. Add values to 2 directions to move the robot to the monster. We need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and right 1, 2, 3. Lovely. We won't keep doing these because I think that it's quite easy for you to get the hang of this. Let's go on to our next bit. So, the robot is moved by the following translation. First of all, we need to put in the translation that the robot has moved by. Then we need to write its new coordinates. I'm just going to replay that for us. So I can see that the robot has moved left 1 and down 2. And its new coordinates are 3, 1. Let's check. Yes, we're right. Well done. We'll do one more. Okay. I can see that the robot has moved 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. And its new coordinates are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was going to try and trick you by putting the y coordinate in first there, but both numbers were the same. Lovely. Last one. We can see that the robot has moved 1, 2, 3 left and 1 down. And Miss Shaw, I'm going to put its new coordinates in as 6, 4. Am I right?
Let's see. No.
Ah, well, we've got the translation right, but the coordinates are wrong. Why? Because I have tried to go up the stairs too quickly. You have to go in the corridor before you can go up the stairs. I've put the y coordinate first. So let's try 4, 6 and see if that is right. Woohoo! Fantastic. Okay. So, finally, it says enter values below to move the robot in a square. The shape must include the green dot as one of its corners. So if the robot is one corner and the green dot is another corner, I know that the square must look like this. So, to move the robot in a square, I think we need to go right 2, then up 2, then left 2, then down 2. Let's see. Lovely, we have moved the robot in a square. Okay, enter the values below to move the robot in a rectangle. And again, the shape must include one of the green corners. So I am going to do a lengthways rectangle here. So let's move across to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's move up 2. Then let's go left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down 2. 1, 2. Lovely. Thank you very much. Right. We think you are ready to go and do your My Maths activity on translating. So off you go, and we will be on Google Meet if you need to ask any questions. Bye-bye.